Hi there, this is Aude. Many people have the same problem in French. They don't know enough vocab. Today, you're going to see that to describe your personality, you know most of the vocab already. Ready to step up your French? Let's get started. Practice is key to have a French conversation. So each time you say this, it's your turn to speak. And if you're new to the channel, don't forget to subscribe. Before asking questions about personality, we need to have a look at the adjectives. Because remember, in French, they're gender. It means that if you're a male speaker or a female speaker, you're not going to use the same adjective. Let's have a look at some patterns together. The first one are intelligent, patient. Those one are quite easy. You just need to add an I at the end of the adjective to make it feminine. Intelligente, patiente. Then we've got sportif and créatif. It's a bit more tricky with those ones. We need to get rid of that F and replace it with VE to make a feminine adjective. Sportive, créative. Généreux and sérieux needs a bit of a change too. Get rid of that X and replace it with SE for the female version. Généreuse, sérieuse. But don't worry guys, there are some adjectives that don't need any change. Sociable, modeste, honnête, calme. If you notice, they all end with an E. Those one, you don't need to change them at all. You can see that you know all of those words already. They're very similar in English. But remember guys, even if they are the same, they look the same, the meaning is the same, pronunciation is quite different. So we need to make sure that when you're learning the word, you're learning the pronunciation at the same time. To start with, when I'm going to answer all those questions about personality, obviously I'm going to use the feminine version of the adjective because I'm a female speaker. Let's start. Tu es patient? Tu es patiente? Tu es patient? Patiente? Oui, je suis patiente. Oui, je suis patiente. Non, je ne suis pas patiente. Non, je ne suis pas patiente. To make a negative sentence in French, you need two different words. Ne and pas. And they are going to go in between the verb, before the verb for ne and after the verb for pas. Non, je ne suis pas patiente. Remember, it's the same way you're going to form any negative sentence in French, using ne, verb, and pas. Tu es sportif? Tu es sportive? Tu es sportif? Sportive? Oui, je suis sportive. Oui, je suis sportive. Non, je ne suis pas sportive. Non, je ne suis pas sportive. Before we practice, let's make sure that you know which adjective you need to use. Remember, if you're a male speaker or a female speaker, you're not going to use the same version of the adjective. Tu es patient? Patiente? Tu es sportif? Sportive? Your turn to ask the questions. Oui, je suis patiente. Non, je ne suis pas sportive. So now let's have a look at your qualities. C'est quoi tes qualités? C'est quoi tes qualités? Je suis honnête et poli. Je suis honnête et poli. Je suis calme et amusante. Je suis calme et amusante. Remember that amusant or amusante is fun or funny. Je suis optimiste et créative. Je suis optimiste et créative. Je suis travailleuse et sympa. Je suis travailleuse et sympa. Let's have a look at the two last adjectives. Sympa means kind or nice. And this adjective is very easy to use because there is no masculine or feminine version of the adjective. You can use sympa either to talk about a male speaker or a female speaker. Now, travailleur, travailleuse. Travailleur is hardworking. Je suis compréhensive et fidèle. Je suis compréhensive et fidèle. Fidèle is faithful, and again with this adjective ending with an E, you don't need to change it for masculine or feminine, it's staying exactly the same. Compréhensive, feminine, or compréhensif, masculine, is understanding. C'est quoi tes qualités? 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 Your turn to ask the question. Je suis optimiste et travailleuse. I'm sure you've got lots of qualities, guys, but let's have a look now at some flows. C'est quoi tes défauts? C'est quoi tes défauts? Je suis impatiente et malpolie. Je suis impatiente et malpolie. Je suis arrogante et têtue. Je suis arrogante et têtue. Malpoli means impolite and têtue is stubborn. Those two adjectives need to end with an E for feminine, but would just end with the vowel I or U for masculine version. Remember, guys, the pronunciation is not going to change between masculine and feminine for those two adjectives. Exactly the same pronunciation. Malpoli, either male or female speaker. Têtu, exactly the same. Je suis agaçante et nerveuse. Je suis agaçante et nerveuse. Je suis paresseuse et égoïste. Je suis paresseuse et égoïste. Agaçant, male version, or agaçante, female version, mean irritating or annoying. Paresseux, paresseuse. Can you guess what it means? Okay, that means lazy. C'est quoi tes défauts? C'est quoi tes défauts? C'est quoi tes défauts? C'est quoi tes défauts? Your turn. Je suis impatiente et têtue. Now we are going to try to make our sentences a bit more complex using adverbs. Tu es comment? Tu es comment? Here you're asking for someone else's personality. Tu es comment? Je suis vraiment poli. Je suis vraiment poli. Je suis très généreuse. Je suis très généreuse. Vraiment means really, and I'm sure you do remember très, which is very. Je suis assez calme. Je suis assez calme. Je suis un peu impatiente. Je suis un peu impatiente. Assez, can you remember this one? It means quite, and un peu is a bit, a little bit, un peu. Tu es comment? Tu es comment? Tu es comment? Tu es comment? Your turn to ask the question. Je suis assez calme. For our next practice, we are going to use connectives and adverbs at the same time. Then you're going to see that your sentences are going to get much longer and much more complex. Ton frère est comment? Ton frère est comment? How is your brother? If you can't remember family members, please check that video. Mon frère est très travailleur et aussi assez honnête, mais il n'est pas vraiment créatif. Mon frère est très travailleur et aussi assez honnête, mais il n'est pas vraiment créatif. Let's try to remember all those connectives. Et is obviously and, aussi means also, and finally we've got mais, which is but, to introduce a negative sentence. Ton frère est comment? Your turn. Mon frère est très travailleur et aussi assez honnête, mais il n'est pas vraiment créatif. Great job, guys! So far, we've covered family members and personality. Next video will be about physical description. So don't forget to subscribe and visit our channel to learn more about French conversation. À bientôt!